Hello, everybody out there. Today, uh, I'm starting a new project, and it's building a trance track. And what I decided to do was just go back to basics and try to not reinvent the wheel every time I make a track. So last night I sat down and I came up with an idea and got a just kind of a rough beat going here. Got a rolling bass, I've got a pluck lead, I've got a piano lead going on here. And so this is going to be like stage one of a series of building out this idea. And so let's dive right in. Uh, the first thing that I have here is basically the melodic ideas. And didn't necessarily, in fact, I didn't come up with these first. But, well, here's what I got. I'll just play it here for you. Let's see here. Okay, so basically it's an uplifting type thing going on here. It's nothing, not really pioneering any new style here, just straightforward kind of uplifting trance, 138 beats per minute. And the entire thing sounds like this. So what I'll do is I'll just go through the individual parts here to show you what I did. Okay, the first thing I did, well, right at the beginning is set up a side chain trigger. I've decided to do this track without using like LFO Tool or Kickstart, one of the plug-in side chain, one of the side chain plugins. So I've got that, and then I've got just a kick. Although this kick, it sounds kind of weird. Sounds like something vibrating. I'm going to have to play around with the envelope as I get to the mixing stage. And then open hat, which is triggered in Ultra Beat too. I've got a transient designer here to kind of shape it to fit the beats per minute as best I can, kind of shape the envelope to make it go, sound a little bit better. That's sent to a Valhalla room, or vintage reverb. It's a drum plate, so where my drums are going, short reverb, send, a little bit of EQ, cut away some of the mud, some of the ultra highs, some of the thumpy parts here. And then the clap, the clap on its own, let's play that on its own. The clap, I played around with this H verb to get it to try to lengthen the clap a little bit and add a little bit of secondary pulse to it. Let's hear what it is, dry. And then just kind of played around with a few of the parameters here. Kind of get a snap back, kind of a layered clap type sound. Shifted clap, I believe it's technically called. And then I went with this eighth note closed hat that bounces back and forth to kind of add a little bit of clicky sound on the outsides of the stereo field. And then the 16th closed hat. It's more down the middle. Then a shaker to kind of add a little bit more shuffle to it. Then I found this loop that I really like, and then I kind of chopped it up and rebounced it. It's got a little bit of percussion in it, kind of a little bit of a clap sound in it too. Some cymbals kind of fading in and out. Then it's got a nice turnaround that I liked quite a bit. You can hear kind of the cymbals in there gonna shh, shh. And here comes a turnaround that I like a lot. And then the bass line. So I've got an off bass here. Basically the patterns on these are just eighth notes on the eighth note closed hat, obviously. The 16th note, I've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 goes. Let me let's go like this here. And then I played around with the velocities, kind of mix it up here. And I also put a little bit of distortion, the Sound Toys Decapitator. And then on this one I had the tremolos. And then on the shaker I had a little bit different pattern. Then I put a filter freak to kind of, so that it kind of changes a little bit. 1, 2, 1, 2, like that. Kind of give it a little bit of movement. It's all being sent to the drum plate. The loop, same thing. Okay, then we get to the bass line here. The off bass. Let's get rid of this. Just silent. Just silent. 2 voices, retrig left on, saw wave, and then a sine wave, 1 voice, retrig left on, a little bit of envelope modulation. So just kind of boom, boom, boom. And then to filter it down, I use an EQ, because I find that if you do it with the cutoff, it changes the state of the modulation of the whole sound, not necessarily the way you want it. If you just want to take the brightness away, then an EQ might be the better choice for you. So it's just a simple off bass. Then the rolling bass line is my and quite a few plugins on this. It's basically 8 voices, saw wave, a little bit of detune, polyphony turned up a little bit, and then just playing around with the the envelope, filter envelope, and try to get the right bite, basically, is what I'm after. And then to get the kind of rolling bass sound, bit crusher, Logic's bit crusher, turn up the drive quite a bit. If it's not on there, it's... And then stereo delay to have it bounce around quite a bit. Not a whole lot of feedback, but there's some there. May adjust that later. And then put a little bit of compression on there to kind of give it a little bit more bite. At least just a little bit more grit. And then the sidechain compressor. I may have to adjust that delay. I can see where the change, I'm getting a little bit of a wash over. But that all, the final tweaks. And then we get to the Steinway Piano. It's got this H delay, Waves H delay, which I love. It's just an EXS24, the basic sound Steinway Grand 2, that I may change to a Native Instruments piano that I like a lot, Alicia's keys. And then after the delay, I've got, this is a Seven Skies preset that he uses on everything he claimed. That's what he says. And I basically took a screenshot of it and duplicated it. Either that or he sent it to me. I can't remember how I got this, but I think I just took a screenshot because I took a class with Seven Skies. And then EQ filtering away the mud. And then the pluck is, here's the pluck. Silent. And I've got 4 voices. It's pulse wave. And then 8 voices, saw wave. Pretty decent amount of detune, but not a whole lot. I don't want to mess up the tonality too much, you know. And then I just play around again with the filter modulation with the envelope 1 here, modulating the cutoff to get the right amount of snap. And then stereo delay to bounce it around, kind of add a little bit more groove and vibe. And then filtering away some of the wart noises that were coming out here, down here in the low mids. And then I set up a different send effects bus for the Arts Acoustic reverb, large chamber. It's a lot shorter reverb time. So this is basically the ideas that I have. I'm going to add, obviously it doesn't have any pads right now, so that's definitely coming. Might add some acids, you know, some other little stabby type sounds, some vocal stabs, what have you, in the next stage. And obviously the intro to this track is going to be right here. It's going to be and then the drop is going to incorporate one or both of these, and the breakdown will bring these in, and then we'll end up with basically this. Again, so obviously there's a whole lot more to add even to this basic idea. You know, when it is fully fleshed out, it will have a lot more going on. The mix will be a lot more controlled, and well, we'll see. We will see where it goes, and I hope you stay tuned and follow along with this this project. The name of it's called Mainland for right now. I don't know why I was thinking about Europe, the mainland, or something like that. That's the way song titles come to me. Well, anyways, I will see you next time. I hope to see you on episode 2, where I'll probably add some acids and some pads and maybe some vocal effects. Maybe flesh out a little bit of the arrangement too. And appreciate you watching today. Thank you.